Okay, dear students, in the last class we have finished problem number 12 in exercise 1.1 in relations and function class 12 mathematics. See, now we are going to finish 13, 14, 15, 16 so that we are able to finish the exercise. Okay, now see the question number 13 what he is asking. Show that the relation R defined in the set A of all polygons. You see, one set is there. That set contains all polygons. Polygons, what are all there? Triangle or there? Quadrilaterals, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, like that. All are polygons only. Okay. Those polygons are having one set. That is called set A. Relation. Now we see relation. See, relation will be made by set only. What is the relation? P1 and P2 have same number of sides. You see, polygon name itself says that number of sides, more number of sides. Okay. But what we have done, say if 3 number of sides are there, that is going to be called as a triangle. If 4 number of sides are there, that is going to be called as quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, whatever it may be. What we have done, we have taken equal number of sides figures and we have made a relation. Why? Because each one is having relation with the same number of sides geometrical figure. That is the meaning here we are seeing. P1 and P2 have same number of sides. Okay. We have to show that this is an equivalence relation. First let us see this is an equivalence relation, then we go for second part of this question. Okay. Now we write again the set. We write a set, we write a relation, then we go for reflexive, transitive, symmetric and all. Why? Because see, if you are able to show all reflexive, symmetric, transitive, then only it is going to become equivalence relation. Let us see what is there. See, first you have to write set A is equal to all polygons. Is it correct? Set A contains all polygons. He has written all polygons. Okay, this is set only, but we have to see relation also. What is the relation? Relation is R same number of sides. I am writing here only same number of sides. Polygon having same number of sides. Okay, these two you have to understand. See, set A is having all polygons. All polygons means here you clearly observe here he has nothing mentioned how many number of sides are there, but he is telling that same number of sides you have made. Say those may be 3 sides, those may be 4 sides, those may be 5 sides, but if 3 sides are there, 3 sides figures you have taken and you have made one relation. Okay, this is the meaning. Now we have to show that this is an equivalence relation. Okay, before showing equivalence relation, we know that now we have done several problems. We came to know that for transitive relation, rather than these two, third also required. Then we will write P1, P2, P3. Okay, that point you please first write. Okay, how I am writing, you see. Let P1, P2 and P3 are having same number of sides. Okay, P1, P2. Let P1, P2, P3 are having same number of sides, and these are having relation. That's all. But those are having relation. We are going to show now. Okay, these three are same number of sides are there in A. That too in A. In A means set A. In set A. If set A is there means you can take a relation. Okay. Okay. Now let us write reflexive. One by one we write. Reflexive. Reflexive how? Reflexive. Don't write here reflexive. Directly you write. P1, P1 belongs to R. Is it correct or not? Why? Because see, P1 is having certain sides, say 3 sides. Then here also another figure is going to have 3 sides only. Rather than another figure, same figure also I can keep, na. 3 sides bigger I have to keep. 3 sides bigger I have to keep. Let's say these are triangles. Then triangle I am going to keep, triangle I am going to keep. Is it correct or wrong? Correct only. Why? Because here if you keep quadrilateral, then it will be wrong. But if you keep triangles only, that is correct only. Okay. Then this is an reflexive relation. P1 comma P1 belongs to R, therefore reflexive relation. Therefore reflexive relation. Okay. Now second one, we go for symmetric relation. Symmetric relation, how we have to write? See, P1 comma P2 belongs to R. Also P2 comma P1 belongs to R. First let us understand whether it is correct or not. P1 P2 belongs to R. Why? Because P1 is having same number of sides, P2 is having same number of sides. That is why I can write here, and even himself he has given. Okay. Now I am going to reverse it. P2 P1 belongs to R. Why can't I reverse? You tell me. P1 P2 also same number of sides, P2 P1 also same number of sides. If relation is the same number of sides, polygons, then we can write this. We don't have any objection. Okay. Then we write symmetric. Therefore symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. Okay. Now symmetric is also over. Now we go for transitive. Transitive. Why? Because see, for transitive second we brought 3. Third one also P1, P2, P3. We will take account of third polygon also. Okay. P1 comma P2 belongs to R, and P2 comma P3 you have to write. P3 belongs to R. Now write also P1 comma P3 R belongs to. Okay. Now you see whether it is correct or not. P1 P2 belongs to R. Okay. P2 P3 belongs to R. Is it correct or not? First let us see this one. Okay. Now P3 is what? P3 is also having same number of sides. Same number of sides means you can keep wherever you want. Here you can keep, here you can, even P3 P2 also you can keep. There is no bar. Why? Because same number of sides is the relation. Relation you have to understand. Okay. Then P2 P3 we can write. Then for transitive A to C, that means P1 to P3 relation should be there. That is why P1 to P3 we have written. But let us see, understand whether it is correct or not. Again you go back. P1, P2, P3 are having same number of sides means P1 is also having same number of sides. P3 is also same number of sides. Then easily we can write there is no harm. Okay. Now we write transitive relation. Therefore transitive. Okay. Therefore transitive relation. Okay. Now by all above you see symmetric is there, reflexive is there, symmetric is there, transitive is there. If all these three relations are satisfied, what is that relation is going to be called? Equivalence relation. Let us write that also. By all above, by all above, the relation is equivalence relation. Is it correct? Okay. Now you note down this. Then I am going to rub and we will do remaining portion also. What is the set of all elements like? Okay. You first note it down. Okay, now see the second portion of this problem or question. What he is asking, what is the set of all elements in A related to the right angled triangle T with sides 3, 4, 5. Okay, now if you observe the question, What they have mentioned, they have mentioned same number of sides, polygons. These words are very important. Polygons, number of sides. Here sides is having polygons, sorry, set is having polygons. Relation also based on number of sides we are making relation. But we are not going to differentiate right angle triangle or whatever it may be. See, right angle triangle, what is right angle triangle? Say right angled triangle, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle, all these are comes under triangles. Why? Because see here you have to take polygon. All are polygons. Which polygon? Triangles. Then the set is going to become triangles, set of triangles. That's all. Why? Because see, right angle triangle we need not write. We have to write a triangles, set of triangles only. You see, what is the set of all elements in A related to the right angle triangle T with sides 3, 4, 5. Then what we are going to write? The answer is set of triangles. You write answer, set of triangles. Okay, this is answer for your second portion. Okay, here you have to mention whether these are polygons. Among polygons, whether these are triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon, whatever it may be. Like that, you have to answer this question. Let us go for 14th question. Okay. See the 14th question. Let L be the set of all lines. See, L line. Set he has made first. That set contains all lines. In xy plane. Xy plane means, see here two-dimensional. X and Y. And R be the relation. Normally R be the relation from that set only. L1 is parallel to L2. This is the relation. See, L1, L2, okay, but what is the main word for relation? Parallel. That means L1, L2 parallel, L2, L3 parallel, L3, L1 parallel. If you take any item, those should be parallel. If parallel lines are there, those will come under this relation. That you have to understand basically. Show that the R is an equivalence relation. We have to show that this is an equivalence relation. For that, what we have to do? Reflexive, symmetric, transitive we have to show. Okay. Find the set of all lines related. This portion we will go afterwards. First, let us finish this equivalence relation funda. Okay. Now, how I am drawing, you see figure. This is the graph. Y, X. What examiner is asking? He is telling that in XY plane several lines are having that side. That is a set. Say I am writing like this. Okay. What are these? These are L1, L2, L3 lines. L1, L2, L3. Only these are there. No, several lines are there. Number of lines are there. See here. They may be having these lines also, which are non-parallel lines also. See, like this also may be there, like this also may be there, like this also may be there. L4, L5, L6, okay. But see, this is the set L. Set L is having XY plane, all lines, number of lines. All lines may not be parallel. But some lines are parallel. Here what are parallel lines? L1, L2, L3 are parallel lines. Okay, what is parallel, what is perpendicular, intersection and all? Please watch my basic videos. Several times I am requesting you to watch my basic videos. Those basic videos are only 7 videos. That's all. 7 videos if you watch, then you can catch the 11th class, 12th class mathematics subject very easily. Okay. Set is having all lines, but among those all lines, we have made relation with only parallel lines. L1, L2, L3 like. Okay. Now I am writing again same funda. How I am writing, you see. L is equal to all lines in xy plane. Okay, this is xy plane only, na? Xy plane, all lines in xy plane, that is L. But relation is parallel lines. See, I have not copied, just for your understanding sake I have written these two. You are making relation from this set only. Okay, parallel lines also you can write parallel lines from L. Why? Because see, from L only you have to take another set may be there, but you need not consider that set another set. What are the, we don't know. Parallel lines from L, you are making one relation. Okay. Now what I am going to tell, let L1, L2, L3 are parallel lines in set L, like that we will write. Okay. Let me write. See, let L1, L2 and L3 are parallel lines each other, parallel lines with each other in set L. See, parallel with each other also you please write. Why? Because see, here L1, L2, L3 are parallel with each other. See, L5, L4 may be parallel with these both, but these are not going to become parallel to this one. You understand, na? That is why with each other you add. Now we will see one by one relation. Why? Because you have taken L1, L3, L2, L3 parallel to each other lines. Then we write first reflexive relation. Reflexive relation I am writing, you see. L1, L1 belongs to R. Is it correct or not? L1, L2 is parallel with each other, but L1, L1 is parallel. L1, L1 is parallel. Why? Because see, parallel means, what is the definition? Parallel means two lines, the angle should be 0 degree, theta should be 0 degree. Perpendicular means 90 degree. Okay. 0 degree means that may be on this line or parallel to line. Both are, we can call parallel only. Why? Because see, parallel here means by considering the angle. Okay, by considering the angle. Okay, see here square is there, a rectangle is there, AB is parallel to CD, we have learned in basic. Okay, that is the case here also. L1 parallel only, that's all. L1, L1 belongs to R. That is why this is called reflexive relation. Therefore reflexive relation. Okay. Now second one you come. I am writing like this. L1, L2 belongs to R. Also L2, L1 belongs to R. Is it correct? L1, L2, L2, L1. A to B, B to A. Reversed. Okay. When L1 is parallel to L2, L2 is also parallel to L1. Is it correct or not? Why? Because the relation you have to see. Relation is parallel. That's all. If parallel is there, then this is valid. If valid, symmetric. That's all. Therefore, symmetric. Okay? Symmetric relation is there. Now you come to third one. Transitive. Transitive also we have to show. L1, L2 belongs to R and L2, L3 belongs to R. We stop here, first we analyze it. Now, what is this L3? L3 also same parallel lines each other. L1, L2, L3 all are parallel lines only. Okay. That is why L1, L2 parallel is correct. L2, L3 also parallel, correct. Now you tell me L1 to L3 parallel is there or not? You see this figure. L1 to L3 also parallel, L3 to L2 also parallel, L2 to L1 also parallel. All are parallel lines only with each other. Okay. Okay, now we write therefore transitive. No, not transitive. L1, L2 parallel belongs to R, L2, L3 belongs to R. Also L1 comma L3 belongs to R. Therefore transitive. This third one also we have to write L1 to L3, L1 to L3, A to C, A to B, B to C, A to C. Okay. Now we have came to know that reflexive, symmetric, transitive, this relation, all three. Then by all above, the relation is equivalence relation. That's all. By all above, the relation is equivalence. Okay? The relation is equivalence relation. This is the answer for your first portion of this question. Second portion also we will see. Okay, first you note down this. I am going to rub it. Okay. Now you see the second portion, what is asking? Find the set of all lines related to line y is equal to 2x plus 4. See, what will be the relation first here? Relation will be parallel. That means whatever may be the lines. See, not only here how L1, L2, L3 are there, like that y is equal to 2x plus 4, we have to draw one line. Then parallel to those lines, several lines you have to draw, or at least two lines you draw. Then you have to write the relation. What is the relation between these two? Parallel only, but how can you represent? That also we have to write. See how I am writing. Now I am going to write this also. Okay. See, this is xy. Okay, x and y. Okay. Now again I am writing this equation, y is equal to 2x plus 4. Okay. Now for drawing the graph, plotting the graph, I am going to take some values for x and y. What are the values and all? You see how these values are going to come. Say x, y. I make once x is equal to 0 and next y is equal to 0. Say here x is equal to 0 I have made, here y is equal to 0 I have made. Okay. When I make x is equal to 0, this 0, 2 into 0, 0, y is equal to 4. Okay. Okay. When I make y is equal to 0, this y is equal to 0, 2x is equal to minus 4, x is equal to minus 4 by 2, that means minus 2. Okay. Now take these points and plot the graph. Okay. Say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Okay. Okay. Now let us draw. See, this is the first line, given line. Then we take two more lines for showing that these are parallel lines. Okay. When I take x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 4, y is equal to 4 here. Okay. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 4. When I take y is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 2, x is equal to minus 2, this one. Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to draw the line touching these points. Okay. Now you write this line. Y is equal to 2x plus 4. Okay. Now see, parallel lines means, let me draw plus or minus side. Say 2x plus 4 is there, plus 2 plus 6. Okay, like that I am drawing. Okay, see how I am drawing. Say y is equal to 2x plus 2. This is second equation. You may ask, sir, why you are taking 2x plus 2 only? Basic, if you watch my videos, all I have given. Okay, even this c you can make 0 also, then it go by origin. That also we can see. Okay, now 2x plus 2, 2x plus 6, 2 lines we will take and draw. Then we will compare and we will write one equation. Okay, you see 2x plus 2 means again points you take here. 2x plus 2, x, y, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 I have made. Okay, now you see what are all the values going to come. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. When y is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1. Okay, these values you plot here. These values you plot here. Okay, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. This one. When y is equal to 0, minus 1. Again same. Okay, now y is equal to 2x plus 2. Now another one line this side. That means see 2x plus 4 means 4 it is going. 2x plus 2 means 2 it is going from 2. Why? And I am taking 2x plus 6 means 6 it goes. Let us see that also. Y is equal to 2x plus 6. This is third one. X, y. Okay. Now you see, I have made x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 6. When y is equal to 0, minus 3. Why? Because minus 6 by 2, minus 3. Okay. Now plot this here. Plot this line here. Red line. Third line also we are going to plot. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 6. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 6. Okay. When y is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3. When y is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3. This one. Okay. These two lines also you plot the line. Okay. This is y is equal to 2x plus 6. You see. Now you go back to question. Find the set of all lines related to line y is equal to 2x plus 4. See, these all lines are related to this line. Why? Because relation is what? Relation is parallel. Why? Because parallel lines you have to draw. Parallel lines if you draw, these are the lines you are going to receive. See, how many lines will be there? Number of lines, infinite lines will be there. Then what we have to write? We have to put some constant. Say, what is changing from 1 to 2 to 3? Only this 4 is changing. 4 become 2, 2 becomes 6. That means if I write like this, y is equal to 2x plus c, in bracket c is constant. Okay, then this is going to become your answer for this second part of the question. Okay, how you have to write? You have to write this. The set of lines related to. Why? Because they find the set of lines related to. The set of lines related to y is equal to 2x plus c, where c is constant. That's all. This becomes your answer for the 14th question. Go for 15th question. Okay, see the 15th question. Let R be the relation in the set 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the set. Relation is 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. That means this is the relation. These are the elements. Okay. Choose the correct answer. What is that relation? By seeing that, we have to see whether relation is reflexive, symmetric, transitive. R is reflexive, S is symmetric, T is transitive. Here all tick mark is there. That means equivalence relation. Not reflexive but symmetric and transitive. Reflexive, not symmetric. Reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. reflexive and symmetric but not transitive, like that we have to see. But we have to see what is this relation. Okay, let us see. Okay, now for we go by step. For reflexive, what should be there? Reflexive, if 1, 2, 3, 4 all have come or not, you see 1 has come, 2 has come, 3 has come, 4 has come. That means for reflexive 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 should be there. Okay, see 1, 1 is there, 2, 2 is there, 3, 3 is there, 4, 4 is there. That means reflexive this is. Which are all reflexive? 1, 2, 3. This is not a reflexive. That is why this you have to cross. Okay. Now this is not the answer. We have to see among these three again. Okay. Next you see symmetric. You see symmetric means, see here 1, 2 is there. 2, 1 is there. Not there. Shall we need to see again? No, not required. Why? Because when first element itself is not there, that relation 1, 2 is there, but 2, 1 is not there. Then you stop and non-symmetric. This is not symmetric. Why? Because 1, 2 is there, 2, 1 is not there. Not symmetric means, see here, S1, symmetric, 2 are there, but these two are wrong. Why? Because see, the relation is not symmetric. 1, 2 is there, 2, 1 is not there. This is the correct answer. Only one we have left. But even then we see for third one also, transitive also. Okay? Transitive. 1, 2 is there, 2, 2 is there, again 1, 2, 1, 2 is there. 1, 1 is there, 1, 1 is there, then 1, 2 is there, then 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. 1, 3 is there, 3, 3 is there, this 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, yes, 1, 3. 3, 3 is there, 3, 2 is there, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, yes, 3, 2, 2. Okay? Now this is transitive. The answer is B. You came to know now how we have to see and all these relations. Yes, that is very important. We go for 16th question. Okay. See the 16th question. Let R be the relation in the set N. N means natural number. Given by relation A is equal to B minus 2. See here, first you have to take B, then based on B you have to take A. Why? Because A is equal to something. See, B is equal to something means then you take A and B you have to write. But here reverse it is given. B is greater than 6. See, B should be natural number and that should be greater than 6. Okay, first let us write B. Then only we came to know the relation. Okay, I am writing like this. You see, B is equal to greater than 6 means 7, 8, 9, 10. Any control is there? No. This is the B. Okay, now we have to take first B only, as I said. Okay, then you write a relation R. R is equal to, first I have to take B means 7 only is there. Before 7 nothing is there. Why? Because greater than 6. C. Now what will come here? A. A should be B minus 2. 7 minus 2, 5. Then 8, 6. Then 9, 7. Like that it goes. Okay? Infinity. Okay. Now these are the elements normally they contain. Less than 5 elements will not be there. Why? Because less than 7 should not come. B should be greater than 6. Greater than 6 means 7 only. Natural number. In natural number, greater than 6 means 7 only. If it is not natural number, rational number, several numbers will be there between 6 and 7. Okay, now you go for answers. 2, 4 is there here? Not there. 3, 8 is there? Not there. 6, 8? Yes, there. Okay, this you cross. 8, 7, see here 8 comes but not done. 10. 10 minus 2, 8. That means 8, 7 is also wrong. Your answer is C. Okay, like this you have to answer even objective questions also. See, in class 11 objective questions are not there in NCERT book. But for class 12 they have given objective questions also. In exercise objective questions are there means we will do objective questions also. But after 1 year, we are planning to do even IIT JEE mains questions also. At the time, we do all objectives only, concepts and objectives we go. Okay. Now we finished with the exercise 1.1. In the next video, we go for concepts for functions. If you have not watched my class 11 video for relations and function, please watch. Why? Because those are also required for understanding easily. Thank you very much.